99% of you do not even scratch the surface of your potential. This is because you have not yet heard about Nadine Chammas' Life Director method. Whether it is reconciling with childhood trauma, overcoming terminal illness, or becoming the best version of yourself, we will cover it all. In today's special episode, we will explore how Nadine Chammas, a scriptwriter, singer, and an actor born under bombs in Lebanon, beat cancer, is now living her dream life with multiple successful theatrical schools in Dubai. Nadine, please tell us, what was it like growing up in Lebanon? What was your childhood like?
I was raised in a family that is artistic, and Lebanon. I lived during the war, so I was born under the bombs. So we lived in a very tough conditions. The only thing that I know about who I am and everyone that lived in that period is that we only live in the moment. We don't think of next. So when we are living, when we are hearing the bombs, we don't know if the next bomb will come on you. So we learned to enjoy the moment and fully engage in who we are. And I remember my mom used to tell us that what is happening outside, it's not about us. What is happening inside, we create it. So, and when there was like bombs, she was telling, okay, now these are fireworks and they are celebrating whatever. And today, let's celebrate. So she used to put the music on a very loud, and we used to dance and sing, and as if nothing is happening on the outside. So this experiences taught us really to be grateful for each breath that we are taking in life, for each moment that we are with the family and we are safe, even though we were not safe in the country, but wherever we are hiding, we were safe because we were secure with our family, and we were creating that bond of we want to be together, live together, die together. And this is a great learning for me that really shaped my future and really shaped all my challenges that I have gone through, and especially the cancer. When I got cancer, for me it was okay. So now I have cancer. What do I do? And I started working on myself to understand that how can I help myself to overcome this, yet to learn what is this teaching me at this moment in my life. And I started really going into an inner journey of healing and lots of reflection and going back to the past. And I will tell you that when I caught cancer, it was after 10 years after I moved from Lebanon, because before 10 years, my mom and father died at the same time. So at the same year. And it was a very traumatic experience for me. They died from sickness. And it was for me like a trauma that I couldn't handle alone. So I decided to leave everything behind me. Although I used to have a very successful career in Lebanon, I was well known. People loved to watch me singing or acting. And I reached a peak of my performances in Lebanon. But that thing, when my father died, and after 10 months, my mother died, I couldn't handle this anymore. And I decided to leave. So when I left Lebanon, I had an opportunity in Dubai. So I went to Dubai and I really started from scratch. And I buried everything that I know about me and about Lebanon. And this created a lot of internal pain that I was not able to process it. And because life in Dubai was very fast, I arrived to Dubai, I started working. I used to sing and write scripts for theater plays in Arabic because I'm very good in Arabic. And you know, in Dubai, they speak Arabic. And there was a lack of theater and like the movement of theater for kids specifically. So they used to have summer surprises, like in summer they do festivals, and so they bring in attention. We're talking here in 2000, yeah. So I came up with that idea, telling them to listen. I am a scriptwriter and I'm a theater director as well. I was graduated at that time, so I can write for you scripts in Arabic that will talk to your audience because your audience are Arabs, and but the same standard, like the European or the Russian or the shows that they used to bring. And this is how it all started. So I started with one play, and then after 10 years, I had like 250 plays written by me, original music, songs, everything as a production. So because life was very fast in Dubai, I really had no time to think of who I were in Lebanon. Yet I got married, I had kids, I opened many, as you said, entrepreneur. I opened Scenes Drama and Arts Academy to teach performing arts. I used to do drama therapy for kids. I opened an edutainment center for kids as well because I love kids, and I when I got my kids as well, so it was also an inspiration for me, a motive to do something good for my kids and everyone around them.
Can you please tell us about your theatrical schools?
So after 10 years, I had to shut down my business because there was a recession and lots of issues happened then, and it was another traumatic situation for me. It was like everything that I have built, the money. We're not talking about the money, but the money as well, the money, the success, the reputation, everything that I have done. I saw them like going like this, like in 1 year, they were fading away. So at that time, I didn't have any job, and I had two kids, and as if life forced me to sit by myself and ask myself how I am, how am I? And actually, I was running on adrenaline all my life because we were born strong. We learned to be strong and resilient, and nothing can stop us. And anything happen, you have to move on. You have to keep on pushing, 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 until I felt that all my effort and energy was like gone. And at that time, that's this year, when I sat alone, and when you sit alone, you have nothing to do. You start asking yourself questions, and you start feeling like anxiety and panic attack because you're not doing anything. Um, I discovered that I had cancer. And I said, okay, why? I asked this question, why? I'm doing everything right. I'm a mother, fully dedicated mother. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a wife, and I've gone through a lot of challenges in my life. And now that this is not a reward for a woman that have been gone through all these challenges in life and pushing through to stay strong. And that was the wrong question. You know, we never ask why. We ask, what is this teaching me? So
Wow.
when I reversed the question, and I ask, what is this teaching me? And how can I change it? How can I change it? How can I change my mindset now from being a cancer patient or not a survivor to a hero? And I started putting a program for myself, a lifestyle program. At that time, I was into NLP, positive parenting. I'm a learner, so I love to learn. I was learning NLP not to become an NLP practitioner or a therapist, just for myself, just to add on what I know. And hypnotherapy and many other, like meditation, transcendental meditation, lots of beautiful modalities, access consciousness, theta healing. So I was adding a lot of new information to my background, my artistic background. And I said that if all those modalities are true and they really help, now I'm in a situation where I need help. So,
So this is where you discovered the life director method. Can you tell us how to put this practice in someone's life?
yes. So,
Awesome.
so,
Thank you.
so I said to myself, okay, Nadine, this is your journey and your journey only. So I put myself, the client and the coach. But who are you, Nadine? I am an artist. I speak music. I speak acting. So I said, you know what? Sit in the director's chair. Imagine yourself as if you are directing the script of your life. Because all my life, I used to have script. I write script, I take them from page to stage, I produce them. But at that year, I didn't have a script. And I discovered that I don't have a script. I was lost. So, what about you writing your script and, and assessing what is happening in your life? So, the first thing in the life director method that was developed through 9 years, not at that time it started, but it took me 9 years to develop it, to make it a very structured and strong uh, um, um, modality that I have tested on myself first and on other people. So the first thing that you do is you sit in the director's chair. Why the director? Because the director is the powerful figure. A director holds vision. A director know exactly what is going on in the story and how it will unfold. Okay? So I started watching my life from the director's chair and assessing everything. And I asked, if I am the director of my life, what was my vision? What is it that I wanted to learn? What is the message that I wanted to understand? And what is it that I'm giving out to the world? You know, when you go on a theater, you watch a theater play or you watch a movie, you go out with an insight, with a motivation, with a message. So what was the message that I want to share with the world? If there's no message right now, if there is only learning, what are the learnings that I need to create my vision? And what is my vision really? So I sat in that director's chair watching my past. And from that moment, from the now, I started scripting my future as well. I said, if I am the responsible of what happened to me in the past, I am also responsible of what will happen to me in the future. So if I want to change my future, how I would like to write my script. And was I really playing all those roles? I really the lead the role, or someone else was giving me a script that I don't like, but I played it only because the society and everything that is the pressure of the society and your status. And I realized that at some point in my life, really I was not me. I was playing other people's role just to fit in a society that was not really related to me, because I changed my environment and I went to a new environment. I had to fit in that environment. I changed my career from being the artist, and now I want to be an entrepreneur. Although I succeeded in being an entrepreneur, I succeeded in being a therapist, but who I am truly was the artist that was not fulfilled, because I moved away from being me in the center stage to being in the backstage, being the writer, the script writer, the director, but I was not playing on stage. And this is where I realized that my pain was coming from not being able to express myself and being center stage as I used to be all my life. And later on, when I started more realizing that for me, it's being the artist, but for other people, they can be anything that they want. It's personally, Nadine was missing being the artist, but some people maybe they are missing being the sister, missing being uh, who they truly are. They can be a career, they can be an entrepreneur, but it's all about revealing who you are. And what happened when you reveal who you are? You bring who you are in whatever you do then. So today, when I created that method, I engage with people in a fun way to tell them that life is a play. Just enjoy it. Enjoy playing roles. It's just a role. It's not your whole life. You can play many roles in life, but you play them one at a time. The most important thing is that your core will never change. Your character will never change. Your personality will be shaped, but who you are in the core will never change. And you can play as many roles as you want. So even if you're playing today, let's say at one stage in my life, I was playing the role of the dedicated mother, but I was an artistic mother as well. So I brought what who I am in what role I am playing right now. I didn't lose my identity. And this is exactly what happened with people when they started feeling unhappy because they lost their identity just to fit in the role that was shaped for them that they didn't choose. So today, the life director method is giving you a very well structured way to teach you how to script your future. Being a professional script writer, I will tell you exactly how you can write a script that goes from page to stage. How I have written hundreds of scripts that were on stage, that were shows. And that's why in my book, I say the stage is yours. Make your life the greatest show on earth. So make it the greatest show on earth. It's just a story. It's just a play. So life is a play or life is a game. You choose. If you want your life to be a game, then you have to be prepared to be challenged, to be competitive, to be all the time seeking to be the best, the best, the best, the best, to be under pressure. If you know how to play it, done. This is who you are. But for me, enjoying life is the most important thing. And it comes from my experiences. When in my life I was not enjoying my role, I started asking those questions. When? When did I lose my identity and who I am in the core? When? So all those questions, when you start asking them, you will start seeing visions and like scenes from your life. And life, it can be, we will take it chapter by chapter.
I think that is very thought provoking. Looking at life from an author's point of perspective and examining life as it were in chapters. But I was just wondering, your certifications in theta healing, NLP, how does that complement your coaching practice?
Yes. So when I started learning NLP, neuro linguistic programming, it's all about learning how the subconscious mind works and the hypnotherapy as well. And this is all about how to reprogram your subconscious mind to be able to achieve your goals. Okay. And when we put a vision and we put a goal, sometimes we don't achieve them. Why? Because there's a program in our subconscious mind that is not helping us achieve that. And this is what we call limiting beliefs. So we have limiting beliefs in our subconscious mind that are not helping us to move forward. So with all those modalities, when you understand what is the program that is not helping you moving forward, we can change them. So if you want to change your result, you need to change the way you're thinking. And it's all start with the thoughts. Our thoughts create our reality. And this is how I started opening my eyes about the positive thinking. I always used to think positive, but sometimes we are what we say, we always see the negative because we are born like that, we are programmed like that, to see the negative side of things, never see the positive side of things. And when you start seeing the positive side of everything that is happening with you in your life, you start applying the gratitude, and when you start applying the mindfulness techniques, when you start meditating and going into yourself and asking yourself those questions, then this road, this journey will help you understand who you are. And acting, when I studied acting, we used to do all these things, but they had different names. We call them visualization, we call them rolling. When the director say action and before they say silence, it's what? Silence is silencing your mind and removing everything that you know about yourself, put it out and be in the moment. And this is the most important thing that all the thinkers and change makers are talking about, like Eckhart Tolle, Bruce Lipton, and Greg Braden. They told you, live in the moment. What does it mean? And this is exactly the life of an actor. Actors, they live in the moment, they are very true. So when the director says silence, it means you silence everything in your mind, in your body, and in your mind, and you empty yourself from everything that you know. And when they say rolling, you are adopting now the character that you want. You are 100% in that character and that new character. And when we say action, you just do it. You act. So I found similarities between what I have learned in those modalities and in the acting. So that's why I applied everything that I have learned in the neurolinguistic programming and subconscious mind and positive thinking and the healing and the energy healing and the meditation. I found that they are very similar and they can be applied in the tools and the techniques that we use in acting. So now every exercise in acting that I created is based on how to reprogram your mind, how to create your new character, because in the method we rehearse. You know, when we have a role to play or a character to play, what do we do as actors, as professional actors? We start researching that character and we start rehearsing that character until we master it. So it's the same thing. We can apply this in real life. If you want to be whatever you want to be, you will start researching that character. You start researching who you want to be, and then you start rehearsing. And this is where change and transformation happens. Okay, so sometimes they tell you the other way around. If you want to change, you have to do one, two, three. But if you don't know why you are changing and what do you want to be, the change will not be permanent. It will be only temporary and it will serve you for a certain period of time. So, but in that method, the first thing that we do is exactly understand who we want to be, building our character, rehearsing on our character. Actually, we're not adopting a new one. We're just revealing the true, the true self, the true person who we are. And then we bring it back on the top and we start rehearsing. And what happens with rehearsing? You learn new skills and you change your lifestyle. And automatically, the subconscious mind, when you show that your conscious mind is engaged as well, it will start reprogramming according to the new vision. And this is what I noticed, that subconscious mind and conscious mind have to play together. You cannot work only on your subconscious mind and only play on your conscious mind. They need to be engaged together. And in if you're asking me what those methods help me, they help me understand the conscious, they help me understand the subconscious. And I realized that change will only happen when the subconscious mind is playing with the conscious mind at the same time. And this is where
Wow.
there is creation. You are creating together. I always tell my students or my patients, I tell them, when you create, you open your eyes. When you want to sleep, you close your eyes. When we create, eyes open, engaging all our senses, feeling everything that we want to feel. And this is how we are telling our subconscious mind, come play with us. We are working on a new project and we want you to be with us. And this is how the pre-programming will happen automatically. Because when you are creating a new character that has no traumas, there is no trauma. Trauma has no place anymore because we are creating a character that has no trauma. If we're creating, and this is who we are, we are born without traumas, yeah? We learned or we have experiences and this is life happens like that. But if I say to myself, if I want to be the life director, Nadine Chammas, I am the life director, and I want to travel the world. And if I have a fear of traveling, do you think I can do that?
Wow,
No.
you just took us on a descriptive adventure. You know, your story make me picture in my mind on a sailboat and looking at the dark weather, right? You can't control the condition of the weather, but you can adjust the sails. That is truly
Exactly.
inspiring. And for someone looking to embark on a path of social change and personal development, for someone who is truly lost, they don't know what to do in life, what advice would you give?
It's all about asking the same question. What makes me happy? What makes my heart sing? When in my life I was happy? And I'm sure that at some point in our life, all of us were happy. Can you recall that moment? Can you recall a moment in your life when you felt happiness? And what did it feel? Where did you feel it in your body? What thoughts are engaged? What did you smell? What did you hear? Okay. So when we start going to that state of mind and we're putting ourselves in that state of mind, what happened? We are actually opening ourselves to see more experiences like that. And this is the power of manifestation. You know, they tell you how to manifest your future or to manifest whatever you want is being in the state of mind of happiness and to find it and being in a state of mind of being in love, you know. In my book, I say, adopt the state of being in love. Being in love, it's not depending on a person, it's depending on you. Because when you are in love, if you remember a time when you were in love, everything was possible. The impossible becomes possible. Everything that you want become, every problem have 100 solutions, you know. Imagine that you wake up in the morning and you adopt that state of mind that you are in love with who you are, in love with your career, in love with your family, in love with your life. Then everything is possible and every challenge has a solution. And being in that state of mind will only bring you abundance and happiness and more opportunities to glorify what you're feeling, because we attract, yeah, we attract what we are. If I am happy, I will attract people that have the same frequency. And if I am sad or anxious or negative, all I will attract is people that are at the same level of my frequency. And that's why we say sometimes surround yourself or be aware of the frequency that you are surrounded with, because we mirror each other and we take from each other, you know. So being in the awareness of lifting yourself up and being in the awareness of positive thinking, it is really bringing me happiness and opportunities. Then you will play that role in every place where you go. When you feel that you are drained, you just switch and think of something positive, and the whole energy will change. And this is tested and proved many, many times. And you have to match the frequency of what you want to be. You cannot say, I want to be a successful and reputable person, and then your frequency is on, let's say, jealousy. That cannot. This is a conflict. There will be a conflict. There are skills and there are emotions and there are frequencies that you need to adopt so you can really inspire without inspiring. You know, for me, I faced it, and I have lots of experiences because people, they tell me, "Wow, you are positive. What do you do?" And for me, therapy world was not my career. I told you, my career is a singer. And I feel that that was a calling. I am called to talk about the changes that happened with me. Although I say that I am a very joyful person, but I've been through challenges, and I need to acknowledge that at some point in my life, I was anxious, I was angry, I was not satisfied, I was about to don't know what to do, I was lost in directions, I was lost in identities. Okay, and then when I started adopting those techniques and those tools in my life, and my life suddenly started to be happy without forcing it to be happy. It's just like this. It's just not forcing yourself to smile. You just smile. You're not forcing yourself to dance because you want to feel happy. When you hear the music, you just dance. You just do it. So you live in the flow of life.
I think that's a super powerful lesson. It's about manifestation and tuning your frequency to be the success mindset, to
Yes.
attract if you tune into success, then you attract success. If you tune into some different emotion like jealousy, then you attract jealousy. Thank you so much, Nadine. It is an honor to hear your life lessons.
Thank
Please
you.
tell us how the audience can reach you.
Okay, so my book is on Amazon. The stage is yours. Make your life the greatest show on earth. And you can find me on all my social media platforms: Instagram, Facebook. It's Nadine Chammas. And on YouTube. And you can just Google my name, Nadine Chammas, and you'll find everything about me. And also, I will be doing free master classes starting August that I will share with you if you want to share also with your audience later. And everyone is welcome to join my masterclass, where I will be taking you into techniques and into specific topics, where we will delve deep into uh, situations, into scenes from your life, into emotions. And I will teach you lots of techniques how to detach from the emotions, how to learn to master your emotions, and how to detach from situations, and being the director, being the observer, and giving each one and person in your life a position. Do you want this person to be with you on stage? You need to exactly define their role. You want them to be in the audience watching you play. This is what you have to do. You want people to leave your theater, your life, because for me, the theater is your life. You just ask them gently to go away, to go and leave your stage with love, with forgiveness, and giving them all your blessings, taking the lessons, and thanking them for playing a role in your life. As I told you, life is chapters. If I want to see my life, I have chapters. I played many roles, but I played each role one at a time. I didn't play all my roles at the same time. And in each stage of my life, I was playing exactly what I need to do. And that was an awareness, because with the TLG method, we learn how to master each and every role, so we can move to the next role that is better, different, new, and without being attached to the other one. And
Life
to
is
thank,
written in chapters. I think that is a powerful lesson. I can't wait to share with my audience. And I think it's
thank you
applicable
so
to my
much.
life too. Thank you so much, Nadine. It is an
Thank
honor
you so
to meet
much, Daddy.
you today. Thank you so much. Sweatpants to Suits is a podcast where we dive into the journeys of career professionals, uncovering the secrets to transforming from sweatpants mode to suits success. Join us as we explore personal stories, insights, and strategies for cultivating a growth mindset and achieving your vision of success. I am your host, Jerry. Are you ready to up your game? Stay tuned, new episode releases every Tuesday.